Does hypnotherapy work? Is hypnotherapy the choice for you? Either for your own self-study, or to become certified, or to just overcome an issue inside your everyday being. With knowing that everyone is different, and a lot of ideas need to be thought of before a hypnotist can even consider what style of hypnosis to use for the success with a client. Instead, we show actually what happens and how your issues, problem, and challenges exist in the first place, and how a hypnotherapist uses hypnosis to rectify the problem. Hello, it's Scott Jansen from the Conversational Hypnosis Academy, and today we look at, does hypnotherapy actually work? Now, as stated above, when it comes to either increasing something in your life, or overcoming something, or even improving a skill, hypnotherapy has its place. Anything you can do to increase the relationship with your own unconscious mind is a winning formula. So this is not to ploy to convince that hypnosis is the only way to do things. Instead, we introduce the listener to how your issues and problems exist in the mind in the first place, and then you can make your own mind up. So, you have a problem, maybe an addiction, an issue, or even a challenge in your life, that you would prefer to either destroy it, alter it, or just to simply understand it. So what is occurring inside of you in the first place? Let's first understand the two minds. We all have a conscious mind. Its role is for planning, creating steps, thinking rationally, protecting your unconscious mind from certain information or effects, and it governs our basic day-to-day functions. On the other hand, we have an unconscious mind, and the unconscious mind is responsible for all of your feelings, life lessons. It sort of records them like a tape recorder. Also the sensations in your body, your vital organs, your breathing, your recovery, and so much more. And it governs everything outside of your awareness. It puts the body on almost autopilot. For example, when you sleep, the unconscious mind keeps you breathing, regulates your temperature, and also regulates your sleep cycles. Now, both minds have an important role in the life of why you and we all have issues in our life. Let's say you're a smoker and you wish to quit. The regular person, without knowing much about the unconscious mind, begins to think about quitting. They begin to include patches or electronic cigarettes. Now, while this begins to work for a while, in most cases, this person simply gives up and begins to smoke like normal. By consciously taking the action to purchase the patches or switch to electronic cigarettes, we have missed an important understanding about the mind. As stated above, all learning, change, and emotions exist in the unconscious mind. Your smoking addiction or habit and all the triggers and the emotions live inside the unconscious mind. When the smoker feels a craving for a cigarette, do they need to generate the craving? No, it happens automatically. When this person smokes, do they need to remember how to smoke? No, this happens automatically also. So with this premise alone, what has gone wrong? The very act of wanting to quit has been accessed through the conscious form of a goal or steps, i.e. gaining the patches or getting an electronic cigarette. And we can now join the dots and realize why it didn't work. Without changing the habit, the addiction, the feeling, the triggers, or the why this person smokes, which is all unconscious, we are left with the smoking cravings, thoughts, and conclusion. And this is where the hypnotherapist comes into play. So, does hypnotherapy work? What does hypnotherapy do in order to change the smoking habit, as an example? A great hypnotist knows all of the above, and the great hypnotherapist knows he or she must get in contact with the unconscious mind in order to rearrange thinking, kill the cravings, destroy the thought loops, and overcome the habit. The hypnotist uses hypnotherapy techniques in order to do this. Now, once inside the unconscious mind, the hypnotherapist must understand why the habit and the addiction exists. The unconscious mind runs on what is called a thought loop, meaning whatever loops are inside the unconscious mind run on a never-ending cycle. This means that everything you did yesterday, in regards to your actions outside of your awareness of course, for example your own thoughts, your cravings, your actions, your emotions, are the same ones you will have today. And this will continue over and over again unless broken and change for new thought loops. The most important reason why this person, as stated above, continues to smoke is all due to what is known as an unconscious payoff. This is hypnosis terminology to state that the unconscious mind is always doing what it thinks is correct. However, it doesn't always get it right. And if it feels like smoking is the correct thing to do and gains a positive payoff, the smoking craving, the addiction will continue. The role of the great hypnotist is to almost bargain with the unconscious mind of a client, offer a new way for the unconscious mind to be happy and get a different payoff without the smoking or the anxiety or the stage fright or the weight loss or the drug abuse or any bad feeling that our clients might have. So above all, we state the only way to change anything in our life is with unconscious help. By trying to change something consciously with a step or a plan, we will find short success and notice that the motivation begins to fizzle out, your emotions get confused, you get frustrated, you make excuses, and you fall back to the norm. So this is the basics to consider when wondering, does hypnotherapy work for you? So that's all we have for today. We now have a clear understanding if hypnotherapy is for you and essentially how it works. So again, this is Scott Jansen from the Conversational Hypnosis Academy. Thank you for joining us. We will see you on the next one. Bye for now.